You're now watching the Gobcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
'74. Oh boy. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gobcast, episode 74. I really remember this time, everybody. And listen up. We've got a wonderful caller episode once again. I've gotten hundreds, if not thousands, of voicemails today. It's been a really crazy amount, especially on this episode. And let me tell you, today, I asked you all to call in about something a little different. Normally, I give a topic. I'll say, call me about crime, or call me about this specific, or call me about a specific narrow thing. But today, I wanted to be a rock that people could lean on. I wanted to be a shoulder that you could cry on. And today, I'm here to offer my advice. So I asked all of you to call in and ask me for any type of advice. And before I start giving any of it, I just want to say real quick that I'm probably far from qualified to be doing what I'm about to do. And you probably shouldn't take any advice from me as, the definitive piece of advice that you should listen to. I'm far from a professional, and I'm also pretty drunk right now. So just take that into account when you listen to the things I'm about to tell people. But per usual, you guys didn't disappoint, because today I got a very wide array of calls and some disturbing ones, including a guy who got a domestic battery charge recently against his fiance, which it sounds like could have been in front of their children. That's not good. We have quite a few relationship issues, including one guy who just can't seem to get laid, and another dude who's been in a relationship for 4 years and his girl wants a ring but won't meet his family. We have a dude who's on probation and wants to relapse, and he's really on the fence about it, which, as someone who's previously on probation, I get where you're coming from, buddy. We have a bunch of wonderful calls today, but first and foremost, before we dive into those calls, there's two things I got to tell you all. First off, drop a like on this episode and subscribe if you haven't already. We just passed 250,000 subscribers, and we're rapidly on the way to 300,000 subscribers, which is an insane milestone, and it's thanks to all you guys hitting the sub button. So make sure to do it again and do it over and over. Sign into your grandma's account and do that shit too. And also, everyone's going to ask me every week, per usual, I think until the day I die, how do I call into the Gobcast? And it's actually very simple. You got to check the links below and follow us on either Instagram or Twitter. You could take a pick. You could choose both if you really want to be generous. But Instagram, every day whenever we take calls, I will post on my Instagram story. So all you got to do is hop on Instagram, check the story that's posted on the Gobcast Instagram. And if I don't have a story up with our phone numbers saying that I'm taking calls and giving you a topic, then there's no point in calling me that day, because I'm not going to hear anything you're saying. I'm off doing my own thing. Hopefully you guys all follow, and maybe I'll get 10 less questions about that than I did last week. Probably not, though. But either way, let's just dive right into the first voicemail, because this one is pretty questionable. This guy got a domestic battery charge pretty recently. Let's listen in.
Hey, God, I'm going to talk about this little situation I've got myself into. So, I'm a guy. I'm a hardworking man. I'm 26 years old. I have a wife and a fiance and a couple little girls at home.
Okay.
And, I work hard.
It's a pretty young age to start a family, dude. I'm 26 as well, and I don't have any children, and I haven't really pondered on that yet. 26, you're already going for that. I mean, this guy's got to be a welder or something, dude. I know a couple welders. Those guys
provide for us. I have a little bit of a drinking problem, and my wife doesn't like that so much. And
I just spilled my water everywhere. I might need a paper towel before we finish this. There's water everywhere on the table. Oh, no. All the 5 bags are down. Well, sorry about the interruption to that voicemail. I should probably just start it over. Let's just start the voicemail over from the top there and keep this water as far away from me as possible.
Hey, God, I'm going to talk about this little situation I've got myself into. So, I'm a guy. I'm a hardworking man. I'm 26 years old. I have a wife and a fiance and a couple little girls at home, and I work hard. I provide for us. I have a little bit of a drinking problem, and my wife doesn't like that so much. And
Yeah,
I
I
want
wonder why she doesn't like it, bro. I couldn't
to
imagine.
say about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks-ish ago, sometime in July, I came home a little bit too intoxicated. And, that day it wasn't just alcohol. It was a buddy at work of mine gave me some Xanax that I took at the end of the day. And I went home and, I walked in the door and she could smell alcohol in me and she wasn't happy. It turned into this whole fight. Not, it wasn't a real physical fight.
Before we go any further into this, I mean, first off, Buddy drove home sloshed, okay? This guy showed up at the door so fucked up, his wife snapped on him. This guy was driving down the street blacked out off the Xan and whatever liquor he drank that day. I would just like to really highlight that.
But she called the cops. The cops came and she said some things, and I ended up being charged with domestic violence and assault. And let me reiterate, Gabi, I don't beat my wife. I don't do that. That's not me.
I'm sensing a contradiction in the story. You simply cannot get arrested for domestic battery and assault if you don't beat your wife. That's that's pretty straightforward, dude.
I think what happened was
Check the
she
playbook.
was getting ready to leave the house, because she was pissed off about me being drunk because she had the baby in her arms, and I didn't want her leaving, and I didn't want her taking my baby. So I was kind of trying to block her from leaving, and I think there might have been a little bit of a shove mixed in there.
Oh. I'm sensing a little downplay, a little bit of a shove mixed in. You see how he mixed it into the statement as well. He was like, I was just blocking her. There was a little shove. It's like, you're trying to justify hitting a girl. You're like at a bar. It's like, yeah, like she was yelling at me. I was yelling at her. There was a little bit of a haymaker mixed in. Like, it's like, oh, okay. No, that's valid.
But anyway, she's back at home at this point. We're happy. We're working things out. I have court September 23rd. We're going to see, what the state decides to do with me. It's a pretty tough situation, and you know what? I'm not a regular Xanax user, and I would just go ahead and say, don't take that shit, because that's not, even when I'm drunk, that's not who I am. I don't just come home and fight with my...
The topic today was advice, and I don't even think this guy's calling me for advice. It sounds like he just wants to talk about this. Like, he's just like, yo, I get the vibe he feels bad, for sure. I get the vibe he feels guilty about this. Let's call him up. I heard you stood in the way of your wife. Why'd you do that? Maybe shove.
Yo, hold on. Hang on.
Yo.
Gobby?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You might be recording?
Hell yeah, bro. What's up?
You sound a little more excited than I would be if I were you.
I'm sorry. Is that a problem?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Dude, I just listened to your voicemail and dude, you got arrested for domestic battery. What happened?
Oh, dude, it's a whole big thing, man. My girl, she's at home with me. I'm on my own way home from work, actually right now.
Right now?
But right now, yeah.
And you're not drunken off the Xans this time.
No. I'm sober. I'm just headed home from work.
Good.
I can't believe you called me back, bro.
Well, your voicemail has me intrigued, dude. It sounds like you're kind of in a pickle.
Yeah, man. Man, it's hard to explain. She's home. She's on my side, but I did get charged with those things. I'm gonna see a judge on September 23rd. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, I have a couple questions listening to your voicemail, and specifically the part where you mentioned what actually happened the night that you got arrested for this, right?
Sure,
and
yeah.
You had said, the way you worded it is you kind of stood in her way as maybe she was trying to get out the door and, maybe she was holding the baby or whatever.
Right.
Then you said there was maybe a little shove mixed in.
Yeah. And you know what, man? When it comes to, my baby, I don't want my baby leaving,
For sure.
or
Yep.
my wife for that matter. You know what I mean. And there's no real domestic violence happening here between the two of us. It's just, it's just we were both mad. What led to the shove was she kicked me in the balls.
Mm.
I didn't put that part in the voicemail though, did I?
No, I don't think so. No. But I mean, how was it? Like a good nut kick? Like you keeled over and everything?
Oh yeah, dude. Like, oh yeah, she fucking.
Oh,
whacked
okay.
me.
All right. So she swung first. Okay.
Oh yeah. But no, that's not in the police report, right? I'm not gonna try and have her charged for domestic violence.
So when did she? Like, how did she call the police on this night? Was it after that confrontation happened in the doorway?
All right,
She called
all right,
911.
All right, Gob. This all happened within like 30 minutes of me
Okay.
getting home from work, right? She doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. I have a 4-year-old stepdaughter and a 10-month-old daughter, right?
Okay.
The drinking problem is, I wouldn't even call it a drinking problem. She just doesn't want me to drink. And that's because, she comes from kind of a fucked up family where substance abuse has always been an issue. And so she just wants to see me be better, right? And I can't blame her for that. Within 20 minutes of me getting home from work, she's like, I smell alcohol on you. I'm leaving, right? And so I kind of stood in front of the door and was like, no, like, you're not going to take my baby for this. You know what I mean? You're not going to leave. You're not going to take my baby for this. And on her way out, after she kicked me in the nuts, I think I gave her a shove in the back.
Oh. So wait, hold on. Rewinding it a little bit. Be straight up. How fucked up were you when you got home?
Oh, I was fucked up, dude. And I think in my voicemail, I told you I was on Xanax, right? And
Yeah. You'd mentioned you drank and taken a
Xanax
Xan or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not a Xanax user. I'm a regular drinker for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And she hates that about me, right? And I can understand where she's coming from, given her family situation. But
For sure.
I don't take Xanax. That day at work, I told a friend of mine, a coworker, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm trying to quit drinking. My wife wants me to be sober. And he was like, well, this might help the process. And he gave me 2 of the blue footballs, Xanax.
Oh, what a fucking
and
guy.
That was probably the worst decision I could have ever made in my life. Taking those things, because I did not expect it to have that kind of effect on me. Like, I don't even remember the night. I don't even remember what happened that day. You know what I mean?
Xanax and alcohol like have an insane synergy. That gets you fucked up.
Yeah. And I certainly know that now. I spent that night in jail. Anyway, I mean, yeah, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good. But my girl is at home now. My kids are at home now, and she agrees with me that like the charges I'm facing don't really fit the crime. I didn't abuse her. I'm not a wife beater, anything like that. It was just it was a bad night. Don't take Xanax, is what I would say.
I mean,
especially if you're not a guy that usually uses Xanax.
For sure, yeah. I mean, especially if you're drinking alcohol, don't take Xanax. But I mean, from like once you got home from jail, how did that interaction go? Did you guys just was it awkward or what happened?
We had because of the charges, right? There was a protective order, but she dropped that protective order the first chance she was given, right? Like the victim's advocate called her and asked her for her side of the story, and she said, she needs me kind of a little bit because I pay the bills, all that. And so she dropped the protective order and she came home within probably 4 or 5 days.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, no. And look, Gobby, I'm not a wife beater. I'm telling you this straight up. She would tell you right now if she was here with me that charges don't fit the crime. You know, the cops kind of came and just kind of took over and did what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, once 911 is called for a domestic situation, I think pretty much every single time they have to take somebody out of it. Like you can't just leave.
Right. Somebody had to go to jail that night, right? And it was me.
and also on top of that, I mean, what you kind of mentioned a couple seconds ago was pretty interesting. You had said since you pay all the bills, like she kind of needed you. Do you think hypothetically, let's say the script was flipped and she paid all the bills, would she have still like dropped the protective order and like reunited with you, or how do you think she would have handled it?
If she were to pay all the bills?
Let's say, because you had just mentioned, like, well, she kind of needed me. She needs me because I pay the bills, so, like, she dropped the protective order. If she didn't need you to pay the bills, do you think she still would have handled it the same way or no?
No, I absolutely think she would have. Yes. Yes. Yeah, because, Gabi, again, I'm not a wife beater. I think this was just like a whole heat of the moment type situation, you know?
Yeah.
We've had our fights, you know, and most of them come from my drinking problem. And, you know, I'm not going to tell her she's wrong. You know, if she doesn't want me to drink, that's, you know, that's her thing. And I'm working on being better, but at the end of the day, you know, I don't beat my wife. You know, it was just a heat of the moment type of thing where she was actually, it almost feels like she was trying to teach me a lesson here, you know, like this is her opportunity to teach me a lesson.
Did your kids see this happen at all? I mean, you said she was holding like a baby, but you have 2 kids, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have a 9-month-old baby. So the 9-month-old baby was involved.
My baby won't remember that shit.
The 9-month-old saw it happen for sure. She ain't gonna remember that shit.
Yeah. She ain't gonna remember.
But we also have a 4-month-old stepdaughter. My stepdaughter, right? Her daughter. She was in the home, but she didn't see it. She didn't see what happened.
How long have you and this girl been together?
It's been about 3 years now. So this happened 2 months ago. Sorry, not 2 years. 2 months ago. I'm telling you, Gabi, I don't beat my wife.
I'm not saying you do. I'm intrigued about this situation. I mean, it sounds like, do you guys have problems a lot? I mean, do you guys argue a lot?
I mean, we don't argue a ton, but every time we do, it's a result of me drinking. And this is kind of where I'm coming from, Gabi. Hear me out, okay? She doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
I have a great job, and you know, I provide for the 4 of us, and including her daughter, my stepdaughter. You know, and I've given her the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, and so she's just so like upset about the fact that I like drinking beer sometimes. You know what I mean? And I get where it's coming from because she comes from a fucked up family situation, right? Her dad is in jail. Her dad is actually in the state penitentiary for just being a fucking straight up degenerate. And her mom is a tweaker. Her mom's got shot in the face, right? And she's still alive, but you should see her. Her jaw's all fucked up. Like, she had to have surgery to put it back together just because she got into selling dope, you know? And, you know, I can understand where my wife is coming from. Like, she doesn't want to see me go down that road, especially when I'm providing for the family, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, this situation is intriguing to me because, like, on one hand, like, I could tell you're really guilty about it, but also, I mean, it sounds like you guys, like, you got some issues, man. And you sound young too. Like,
yeah.
This is a crazy thing to be dealing with at 20. I'm 26, bro. Like,
yeah, I know. We're the same age. I've been watching your shit, dog. Yeah, I can relate with you heavy. That's it. That's why I started getting into your shit, and that's why I'm calling into your show.
I mean, let me ask something. Be straight up with me. How when you say you drink beer here and there, but also like if you're coming home visibly fucked up enough for Shorty to be mad, I mean, you got to be pretty drunk, no? Like, how often do you get drunk? Would you say? Like, you could be totally straight up.
I mean, no,
no one knows who you are.
no. Hear me out, Gubby. I drink every day. No
Okay.
doubt. But
Okay.
but being drunk and drinking every day is a different thing, right? And especially when you mix that in, that was kind of what turned things, over the corner. Put things.
How much do you drink every day? Like a
day.
casual day, like yesterday, what did you drink?
Yesterday, what did I drink? I
Sure,
probably
yeah.
had 3 or 4 tall boys. But look, like this is the thing, right? She's so worried about me drinking. She's so worried me, turning out like her mom or her dad. I'm not allowed to just come home from work and drink. So it's like on my way home from work, I'll pick up 2 or 3 tall boys and drink them.
You do that every day of the week on the way home from work?
Yeah, I'd say 3 or 90% of the time. Yeah.
I mean, bro, I don't know you personally. I don't know your situation perfectly, but like that's a good amount, bro. I would be drunk off that every day.
Yeah,
I would be drunk off that.
I've got work to do, I've got work to do on myself, and we all know it.
Are you planning on slowing down or quitting? Like, what's your game plan here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I'm going to go to court here in August 18th. I'm going to go to court in about a month. I'd like to be sober and well sober before the time that happens.
Well, just make sure you're doing it because you genuinely want to. Getting sober for court and getting sober for you are two very different things.
Oh no! I want to. I want to serve her and my family. I got a baby at home, man. I owe it to them to be sober for sure.
It's hard, bro. It's hard getting sober. But
it's not easy. And man, you know what? I only discovered your YouTube channel like a month or so ago. Honestly, right after all this happened, and it's kind of helped me. Just hearing everybody else's stories, what's going on.
Well, I mean, listen, man. It sounds like you genuinely feel bad about it and want to change. I feel like I get a lot of people that they call into the show and they say some way more fucked up shit than you, and then they don't feel any remorse. They just kind of wanted to talk about it, But you, it's like I definitely understand that this, you don't want this, you feel guilt about this. So that's that good.
I am fucking up. Yes, I am.
You recognize that.
Man.
You recognize
no doubt
that.
about it.
So, I wish you the best of luck in working on that. And however, whatever path to sobriety you find, for me, I just smoked a fuckload of weed every day. Whatever you end up doing, dude, I don't know, go to AA, whatever the hell you do. I hope it works, bro.
Hey, Goblin. I appreciate the fuck out of you calling me back, and I'm going to be looking into that Gobpack here soon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Both. That's something me and her can relate to, is we love smoking weed. So.
Oh, yeah, you should just do more of that with her, dude. She probably really like that.
Yeah, we will. We'll look into the Gobpack, okay?
Oh, I love that.
I appreciate you,
I
man.
love that. You have a good rest of your night, man.
Yep, you too. Thank you. I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. That's crazy.
You have a good one, man. I appreciate the support. Bye-bye.
Yep, you too. Thanks.
Damn, that's a tough situation. I mean, I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree with me. I feel like he was maybe leaving out a few details in there. Either way, though, you could tell he just felt really bad about how things played out for him. And, that's important. It sounds like that dude wants to make a change. I don't even think he needed any advice out of me. Our topic today, I asked you guys to call and ask me for advice. Then the first caller just did fuck the advice, dude. He just needed to get that off his chest. But that's okay. That's all right. You can come and vent to me. I'm the shoulder for you to cry on, like I said earlier. The next caller we have just can't fuck for some reason. He can't get laid. I couldn't tell you why. His cock doesn't work. He's a loser. I don't know why. Listen, I had a homie like this in high school. My friends had to take him to one of those Asian tuggy spots, and he had to fuck the girl there to lose his V card. But, that's still, at least he got it done. Let's hear what this guy's situation is.
Yo, what's up, Gobby? Basically, what I would really love some advice on is getting laid, bro. I have not had any sexual interaction with any women in like the last year or so.
A year's not even like that bad. I know people with far longer dry streaks than a year. This guy's got to be young. A year's not that
struggling,
bad,
bro. So I just want to know if you've got any advice for me. I'm a confident young fellow.
Mm-hmm.
I love women, and I love talking to women, but I can't get one to ride the swings with me, if you know what I'm saying. That's my own little metaphor. Anyway.
It's tough nowadays, man. Let me tell you something. I bet back in the day, and like when our parents were out there, dude, in like the fucking 80s and shit, they could just go to the bar and fuck, dude. Now these hoes are on Tinder, dude. These hoes are on Bumble. They got 500 motherfuckers on their line, dude. They can pick and choose whatever. Cream of the crop. Okay, back in the day, no, they had 5 choices, bro. It was the bartender, 3 fat fucking truck drivers who walked in at 4 p.m., or me. And my odds are looking pretty fucking good there. But nowadays, I'm in trouble, dude. The internet's a thing. Let's call this guy. Give him some input here. I fuck pretty often. You know, I can tell him a thing or two. I hope he's getting laid. That's the only reason I'd accept him not answering right now. I pray to God he's getting laid right now. It's still ringing, though. Let's go.
Your call has...
And voicemail. Yeah, if he's not getting laid right now, I'm going to be pissed. I'm just going to say it right now, okay? That's the only scenario. Next up on this call-in list, we have someone who was committing some PPP loan fraud. And let's just take a look at what this entails.
Hey, Gabi. I was calling in today to tell you about the time that me and my girlfriend convinced a bunch of people to do the PPP loan and got like 3 people in trouble with the IRS, and they were never able to prove it was us, and it's still kind of ongoing, but it was like...
Genius. It's still ongoing is really synonymous with I should call in and talk about it. Yeah, that's perfect.
80,000, 100,000 in total we made in like 2 months off of it. And it was pretty illegal.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, the government's going to come collect no matter what. They're going to take a long time to do it, but they're going to come and they're going to get it. And the PPP loans, I mean, everyone and their great grandpappy was taking those out, dude. Everybody. I knew quite a few people. This is something also, this is far from the first call we've gotten about this topic. I mean, a lot of people were capitalizing on the system because during COVID, they were not really verifying any info. I mean, you could register fucking Big Balls LLC and just get a 25 rack loan wired to your personal bank account with like no questions asked. And it seems like now they're going back and they're being like, hey, so Big Balls LLC, do they really have any employees? Now they're asking us questions about that. Let's call the PPP loan scammer, dude. COVID was a crazy time to live in America. They were handing out loans to everyone who had a business for free. You can call a lawyer and register a business today in 20 minutes and get a loan. That's how easy it was back then.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated...
Bro denies the call. It rings 3.5 times and he denies the call. Do you know how sick to my fucking stomach that makes me? Do you know how much that pisses me off? The next person that does that, I'm reading their phone number out loud, dude. Ladies and gents, let's take a minute real quick to talk about my good friends at Five. And in particular, this beautiful jar of watermelon gummies that I'm holding right here. Because you, watching this right now, can get your hands on this for free. And every single gummy inside of this jar has 10 milligrams of green goodness. And let me tell you right now, these are some wonderful gummies. They taste great. They feel great. And you probably don't want to miss out on these as long as you're qualified to get your hands on them. And thankfully, thanks to our good friends at Five, you don't have to spend a single dime to get your hands on them. All you got to do is check out the link below or scan the QR code. Shout out to Five for supporting the show, and shout out to you guys for supporting the show as well. Let's dive right back into it. So the next caller we have is someone who's stuck in a very bad finance situation with their car, which if you've been tuning into any of my episodes with Kyle, watching my new show Crackheads, you'd know that I'm very familiar with this situation. Let's listen into this voicemail real quick.
Hey, what's up, Goblin? It's your boy Austin. I just wanted to call, saw your post, and just wanted to see if I could talk to you about a little car loan that I'm stuck in that I don't want to necessarily be in. I've been in it for a little over 4 years now. Should have been paid off, but I'm a dumbass and behind on payments. But I'm all caught up now, but, it's still a pain.
I mean, you're already behind, dude. Just let him take that bitch. Fuck it. We out.
Yeah, I definitely don't want it. Give me a call if you want to hear my story, man. I definitely have some shit I want to say, but have a good day, brother.
All right, Austin. Let's listen in, dude. What kind of car? I'm going to guess a truck, dude. It's got a fucking F-150, brother. That's drop a comment, dude. What do you guys think? What's Austin finding?
Hello?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Oh, no way. Give me 2 seconds, brother. Let me get off the shitter.
Oh my God. All right, you're good. Take your time, yeah.
Dude, give me 2 seconds, brother.
No, yeah, you're good, yeah. All right, he's taking a shit, dude. Yeah, we called him at a bad time. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and let him do that. So, I'm still guessing it's a truck. Yo, I think we could hear him taking a shit right now.
I'm at work right now. I got to go to my break room.
Oh, shit. You're at work? What do you do?
Dude, I'm at Olive Garden, brother, serving tables.
Nice. Does that pay well? Like,
Dude.
do you get good tips or what?
Oh, yeah. And they only pay $2.13 an hour, but, the tips are that out.
Like $2.13?
Yeah, I'm in Utah, so.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dude, it's insane, brother.
Dude, you can't even
But
feed a fucking
out.
dog on that money.
Let me run to my break room real fast.
Oh, yeah. Take your time. Take your time. This guy's not serving any. Dude, whoever's seated and this guy's supposed to serve right now is going to be so mad. This guy went and took a dump and then took a call from the Gobcast in the middle of someone's meal. You know how fucking pissed I would be? The server just come back 30 minutes later. Like, yo, I was just calling into my favorite pod. My bad.
Oh my goodness, 224.
he's telling the
313,
manager.
343. Okay, I'm 44. Heck yeah. It's really important call. I'll be right back.
Oh my God. You got permission real quick. Sounds like you got permission to step out real quick.
Dude, yes sir, yes sir.
Great. I love that.
Dude, all right, I'm here. I'm listening. All right.
All right, so I just listened to your voicemail. I heard you're kind of getting fucked up on this car situation.
Yeah, bro. Oh man, dude, I feel like I didn't even want it in the first place. To being real with you, it's insane because I feel like I don't know. People around me just made me seem like it was such a priority in my life that I had to do it. But like 5 years later, dude, I'm like, dude, maybe I shouldn't.
What kind of car you got?
That's a Subaru. It's only 4,000 more on it, but like, dude, it's this shit sucks, dude. I mean, especially with me doing what I want to do, like music and stuff, dude. Like, nah, bro.
So what?
I want to spend my money on other things.
Tell me about your financing situation. Like, you walk into the dealership. Tell me everything, bro. How much did this car cost? What is your monthly? Like, what did you walk out with?
Dude, so I walked in there in 2021, 2020-ish, something like that. Yeah, it was 2020 because I wasn't even old enough to bartend yet.
Mm-hmm.
So 2020, I walked in there, and they said, okay, we got this $11,000 car for you. You know, it's only going to be a 4-year fucking blah, blah, blah. And here I am 5 years later, it's only halfway paid off. And I'm like, damn, dude. I ended up getting it refinanced and stuff like that too. But like, dude, fuck the car, man. I just want to get rid of it.
How many miles did it have on it when you picked it up?
Dude, 50,000. So it was a good deal. I mean, don't get me wrong, but.
And what is your monthly payment on it?
Dude, right now 175. It was 300, but I have to get SR22 because I was like gotten DUI and stuff.
Oh, that complicates
Dude,
things a lot.
yeah, bro. Dude, it shot my insurance up the roof, bro. It was insane.
Do you know like what your APR was when you initially like financed it?
It was APR.
Like I mean, you put a down payment down and then you got financing on the rest of the value of the car, right? That's why you're making a payment.
Yeah. I actually dude, I didn't even have money to put down on it. That's where I feel like I also got fucked because like everyone's like, I'll just loan you the money. Oh, I'll just loan you the money. I'm like, dude, $500 is not enough for an $11,000 car.
Wait, so hold on, time out. You financed a car, and you just correct me if I'm wrong. Did you just ask me what APR is?
Yeah, I told you, bro. I was senseless about it, dude. I just let my mom do what she felt like I needed to do.
Oh my, that should be illegal. First off, they shouldn't even be allowed to sell your ass the car when you don't know what. All right, so APR, let me explain. So the reason that you've been paying for so many years on this car is because you probably got a terrible APR. What APR is it's the interest percentage that you pay every year on your loan. So
okay.
It doesn't sound like much. If you think of like your average car loan APR might be like 6%, 8%, or 10%. If you have bad credit and you put no money down, it could be higher. It could be 12, 14, 16%, which doesn't sound like much, but you're paying 16% annual interest on that car. And you're not paying off the car quickly because you're making minimum payments, I assume, right? Like you're paying the amount they tell you to?
Yeah, I was like 6 months behind for a while there, actually, dude. I just kind of gave up on it, dude.
What?
Yeah, bro, dude. I was in a hole, bro. I was moving place to place, dude. I gave up on it for a while. I still have the car, but dude,
they didn't try to come take it?
No, they didn't know where I was.
Oh, wow. I have a homie who's in a similar situation right now. He's got a car that he just shouldn't be financing right now. And I'm going to tell you what I've told him multiple times. If you really want to get out of your financing situation, if you want to get rid of this car, you could crash it. Okay? You could just fucking crash into somebody. It doesn't matter if it's your fault. Just try not to hit a family, Or you could just drive off a cliff.
Jump out last minute.
Yeah,
dude.
bail out right before it rolls off the cliff. Or, this is my favorite one. Assuming you got insurance and everything, right? Like your car's insured, you're covered?
Not right now, dude. I ain't even driving it right now,
no,
dude.
you're fucked.
Yeah,
You don't got insurance?
Yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you're fucked.
I'm not even driving it right now, so I'm like, dude, I'm paying for a car I can't even drive, dude.
Wait, what do you mean? Where is it? Where's the car?
Dude, it's parked up. There's nothing wrong with it, dude. It's perfectly fine, I mean, I had a broken window on it because I lost my keys in there, but...
Wait. You lost your keys in the car and broke your window to get them back?
Yeah. I wanted Jack in the Box now, dude. I didn't want to call that hotline, dude.
What did you get at Jack in the Box that was so worth doing that?
Oh, just the tacos, dude. Couple burgers, dude.
No, that's actually pretty valid. The mini tacos are fire. That's valid.
Yeah,
that's actually valid.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
bro.
It sounds like you are pretty good at making bad decisions.
Yeah. Absolutely genuine at it, dude. And I mean them wholeheartedly, too.
You know what I would do if I was in your shoes?
What?
I'm not saying you should do this because I shouldn't say you should do this, but hypothetically, if I was you right now, bro, what I would do is I would get car insurance today, and I would make sure that car insurance covers theft, like if someone steals my car, and then I would drive to a city like where I am, Los Angeles, and I'd leave my car running while I ran into a gas station over and over and over, just like 30 times a day. I promise, dude. The last time, I went to the gas station with my homie last Thursday, and some crackhead came up and started trying the door handles the moment we went inside. I promise you leave that bitch unlocked and running, it's gone. It's gone. I promise. So I'm not saying you should do that because you should not. But I, being the person I am, if I were you in my situation, I might consider doing that.
Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, I might consider doing that. Yeah, that's right. Have you tried to get rid of this car before, or are you just now considering it for the first time?
Yeah, bro. I've tried before, dude. Nobody wants to buy it, dude, and it only blue books at $2,000. So I'm like, damn, bro, I'm fucked right now.
Do you know how much you owe on the car still?
Dude, I think I'm $4,000 now, but like.
Wait. How long were you paying 300 something a month for?
I can't even fucking remember, dude. Like, it has been like 2 years.
So over 2 years, you were paying how much? What, like 300 what per month? Do you remember?
There was just it was actually $290 something, $298 something like that.
We'll say $295 per month for 2 years, and then after that, it went down to what?
$177. So now I'm making the bare minimum $177.
$177 per month, and how long have you been paying that for?
Probably for the last year and a half. Yeah, year and a half.
And that's the total. That's how long you've had the car. You've had it for 3.5 years.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Yep.
And you still owe $4 on it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Listen, I'm not a math genius, and I'm kind of drunk right now. So just keep that in mind as I run you these numbers. Okay. So the first 2 years, you paid $7,080 if it was $295 a month. So it's somewhere in that ballpark, right?
Yeah.
After that, you paid $177 a month for, we'll say 18 months because that's a year and a half, $3,186, right?
Yeah. So I'm already. Yeah.
So without interest, if we're just going up the sticker price, you should owe less than $1,000 on this car. You should owe like $800 something on this car, right?
Yeah, sounds about right. But I did stop paying for a while, so the interest.
Yeah, that 6 months really
far
fucked
out.
you, bro. That 6 months of going on the run, dude. Listen, the feds will get you, bro. They'll get you, dude. The lenders will catch your ass. They want that money.
Will, dude. Well, sick, bro. I got to get back to work, bro. Dude, it was fucking solid talking to you, dude.
I appreciate you calling in and sharing, man.
Dude.
My advice, dude, listen, send that car off a cliff or park it at 7-Eleven and let a crackhead take it. That's my 2 cents.
Allegedly, bro.
Allegedly, you should do that, dude. Hypothetically. You should do it in Grand Theft Auto roleplay or something. For sure.
Dude, I got you, brother. I got you, dude.
For sure. But hey, man, thank you for calling in, man. Get back to work. Don't get in trouble now. You have a good rest of your day.
Dude, shout outs to you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Peace out.
Dude. This is exactly, I hope all of y'all out there watching this learn from what our boy Austin just called in and shared about his car loan situation. He just signed a quick little loan for an $11,000 car, and on paper for a car, $11,000 doesn't sound like that much money. When you put no money down and pay the minimum every month, you're going to end up like Austin, where now you're calling me in the break room at Olive Garden saying, Goblin, how do I send my car off a fucking cliff? Like, please help me. Just before you sign the paperwork at the dealership, make sure it's a car that you're going to want for a really long time and be able to pay off. Because as a guy who also, even myself, I financed a Mercedes, I financed an AMG, and it got totaled by a different driver who at the time I was super mad at, and come to realize was the best blessing I've ever had, okay? Because I ended up buying a normal Toyota and paying that car off, and it was a great financial decision. No matter what your financial situation is, I think you should always buy a car that you can afford, even if it's got a few more thousand miles, or the seats are a little more torn up, or maybe a dog is pissed in the back or something. I mean, hey, that's just life, dude. If you have a dog, your dog can just be on top of it. It's not a big deal. But next up here, we have Dylan from Texas, who sounds like he is itching to violate his probation at any given moment. Let's listen in.
Yo, Goblin, dude, it's Dylan from Texas. My question.
I love the way he introduced himself. It's like I know him. Like, oh, Dylan from Texas. Fucking, of course. How you been?
I have a question, because I'm on probation, and I'm not just on regular probation. I'm on drug court, and they're very strict. And I get drug tested like 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, so before we even get further into this voicemail, I have a lot of friends who went to drug court. There's something that a lot of my friends also got sent to called boot camp, which is like literally one step away from jail. It's like if you piss dirty in drug court, a lot of the time you'll go to this. Not every time, but a lot of the time you'll go to this. Or if you do something really bad where normally you should go to jail, but maybe you're under 18, they'll send you to boot camp. It's legitimately like a military boot camp. That's one of the options similar to this. Drug court is like the alternative to that. It's like, okay, you go to boot camp, you go to drug court, you fucking get in there. They're very strict. There's a lot of different forms of drug court. It varies by state, but like this guy's saying he gets drug tested 3, 4, 5 days a week, which sounds about right to me. I had friends who were on a type of probation that was called colors. Luckily, my probation was a little more laid back, but I had friends who were on something called colors, which is where every day of the week, even weekends, if I remember correctly, I wasn't on this, they would draw a certain color out of a bucket. And they would call, I don't know if they drew it out of the bucket, but they would just pick a random color and they would call everyone who was assigned that color at the start of their probation period and be like, yo, you have 24 hours to come piss in a cup or it's a violation, you're going to jail. And there was no excuses. It does not matter where you are, what you're doing, what the situation is. You must show up to your county probation office and piss in that cup within 24 hours. They wouldn't take any fucking excuses. I had a homie who went to juvie for a while because he stopped pissing in the cup. He wasn't showing up. He was pulling all that bullshit. I remember one time I had shown up to my friend's house way back when I was in high school, and he was on colors. His PO had shown up to his crib because he had stopped taking the piss test. As we were there, we're standing in this guy's garage smoking a blunt, and his fucking PO gets out of the car and starts walking up to the crib as he's smoking the blunt in the garage with us. They don't play when you're on drug court or colors or whatever they call it where you're from. They don't play when you're on this type of restriction because they want to send you to jail. Like, they don't want to give you an easy way out. They really want to catch you. Let's keep listening.
And I've been good. I've been a good boy. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink beer.
Good.
I don't fail my drug test. But the thing is, I really want to drop shrooms or drop some acid. And I was wondering if you think it's a good idea, or should I just quit being a fucking retard and just wait it out? Because I know that the testing guidelines for, like, psychedelics are kind of weird and, like, it's hard for them to test for them. But
that is a myth. That is a myth. A full panel, especially one that the county's given you when you're on probation, bro, they can, if you take psilocybin, yeah, they see that in your piss. Like psilocybin specifically, they see in your piss. Acid, I'm not an expert, so take this with a grain of salt, but shrooms, I know for a fact they see in your piss. I have a homie who popped dirty for shrooms. So I know for a fact they can test for that, at least in the county I was getting tested in Illinois. And it wouldn't shock me if they did that nationwide. Acid is one that, as far as I'm aware, I think that doesn't show up in your piss. But I'm not an expert. And either way, we're going to call this guy because it sounds like he might fucking be tripping right now. He wants to relapse so bad. He might have already done it, dude. He called me a few hours ago.
Hello?
Yo, I heard you're fucking itching to violate your probation. You mind being recorded?
Dude, fuck yes. Dude, what's up? Hold on. Can you give me 1 sec, please?
Yeah, take your time. I like how everyone gets prepared. They like step aside real quick. They, puff the collar.
Dude, no way. Dude, what's up?
I just got done listening to your voicemail. Oh, shit. I hear myself. I hear my...
Here, let me take it off speakerphone real quick.
Oh, yeah, that might help.
Yo, is it better?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, shit. What's up, man?
Great.
Ask away.
So I just got done listening to your voicemail. I got a lot of questions. I mean, first and foremost, what are you on drug court for? Like, what happened?
Oh, I got caught smoking the perks, bro.
Oh. How old are you? You sound young.
I'm 20. Matter of fact, you called me like 2 weeks ago, bro, and I missed your call because I fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah, you're like, bro, it's probably nodding off the fence right now. Dude, that was me.
Oh, no. Were you nodding?
Nah, dude, I haven't done drugs in like a year and a half, bro.
Oh, good, dude. Good shit. I'm proud of you for that. That's good.
Thank you. I love you.
Fucking, so fill me in on this itch you're feeling to do psychedelics. Like, how long do you have left on drug court before you're done?
I got like 2 months, but I still have like another year of probation after that.
And you get drug tested multiple times a week, you said?
Yeah, it's random. You know, like the color thing. It's kind of like that. But
I was
it's different.
just talking about that before I called you. I have so many friends that have been on colors.
Nah, bro, it's not colors. It's like it's similar. So it's like when I call in, I have like a PIN code, and it'll just tell me if I have to come in or not. But nah, it's different because sometimes I'll go a while. But like last week, I went in like 4 times.
Oh my god. So they're
Yeah, it's
really
just
on your
crazy.
ass.
Yeah, they're on my ass, bro. It costs money too. I'm like broke as fuck.
And why do you want to do psychedelics so bad? Like, what's making you itch for it?
Oh, that shit's fun, bro. I mean, I always had a good time.
And I mean, are you completely actually sober while you're on colors right now? Or are you like doing stuff that doesn't pop?
Well, pretty much like nothing I can do. I mean, I'm sure like I could get away with like doing whippets, but like I'd rather not like do
Yeah.
whippets. So I've just been dead sober, bro. So like a year and a half now.
And after you're done with drug court, you still got a year of probation. Do you know what that's going to be like? Like, do you know who you're like?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be like regular probation. Like I'll drug test like once a month. So like I guess I'm not gonna be a dumbass and like smoke weed because I was on probation before and I'd still smoke weed and just fucking fail every time.
Yeah.
So like I'm not like retarded enough to do that or like drink beer. But like I do know that like if I drop acid, it probably wouldn't show up.
Yeah. I mean, generally acid doesn't. I wouldn't take shrooms if I were you.
Well, not the shrooms.
I mean, shrooms for sure. You can piss dirty for shrooms. For sure. Like acid, I'm not an expert. I can't tell you whether or not that does. I don't know what the testing standards in your county are, so like I'm not going to get you in trouble. But shrooms, I know a guy who pissed dirty for shrooms. I know for a fact they can test for that. Oh God, I could barely hear you. You lagged. What'd you say?
Oh, my fault. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards the shrooms, but that's kind of good to know now.
I mean, if I were you, if you're going to be off this drug court shit in 2 months and just going to monthly drug tests, why not just wait? I mean, what's stopping you from just waiting it out when you've already dug it out this long?
I probably will wait. I'm just still nervous because, like, to me, like, I guess the difference is like, I mean, it will be a monthly drug test, but it's still random. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah.
I could fuck myself and, like, do something and get called in, like, the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you know? I mean, you probably have no clue who your PO is going to be, but I mean, you could get a real sweet one. I had a real good one when I was on monthly drug tests, and she would tell me I had the same date every month.
shit, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out because it's gonna be the same PO I have right now, and she's all right, but she's kind of like she's cool, but she's like tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't given her any problems, so she hasn't given me any problems. But I'm scared, like, if I do fuck up, like, how much of a bitch she'll be. She's kind of hot though.
I think it's all about how your PO perceives you. Like, if you're able to kind of make them believe you're a real good kid who like just made a mistake, they're gonna treat you a lot differently.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I mean, I'm lucky I got drug court in the first place because I was already on probation and I got like arrested twice more for like both felonies. So I was already kind of on thin ice when they put me on there.
So you've got a history. This isn't the first time you've gotten in trouble.
No, fuck yeah, a couple times. I mean, I'm lucky because like the drug court, the deal, it's like the deferred. So I mean, if I stay good, like if I don't fuck up, it won't like go on my record. But
I think you should just wait till you're done with drug court, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's really
that's probably the smart choice. Yeah,
it is. And I mean, you're already so close to being done. Like, how long have you been on it in total?
Since like 14 months.
Yeah, you only got 2 months left, dude. That's nothing compared to how long you've already done. It's not worth risking anything.
Yeah, that's facts, dude. Fuck.
I mean, I have so many friends when I was younger. I feel like most of my friends, I had more of my friends that were on probation than weren't. And so many of my friends fucked up doing stupid ass shit. Just like, that
was me the first time on probation, dude. Because like the first time I was like just smoking every time, and that's why
you don't take it serious the first time.
Yeah, I didn't take it serious for shit.
And I mean, what ended up happening when you popped 30 the first time? You got in trouble?
First time, I think I'll have to do like 3 days in jail, and they'll just throw me back right on the probation. But it still kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, I mean, you'd rather be at home, and I mean, if you can play it right and time it right, hey, you can still get high on probation, just maybe not smoking weed and doing it days before your drug tests, you know?
Yeah, the weed's different. I mean, I drink a beer or something, but
even then, man, I mean, the way I look at probation is like you basically just got a court-ordered tea break. Like you get to reset your tolerance, you get to save your money. If you play it right, you can end probation and have a bunch of money saved up to then go have a good time. That's what I did.
That's what I'm hoping for, dude. Them probation fees add up, though. I think I owe
They
just
do.
like in these past 14 months because they had me drug testing so much. I owe like $1,300 just in drug tests alone. Minus,
Yeah,
like,
it's
the actual
really
fees.
expensive, dude. Mine was around, I think, $1,000 as well when I was on probation. Then I had to pay like $3,000 in court fees. That shit adds up, dude. And I mean, the only benefit is, for me at least, when I was on probation, I stopped smoking every day and I stopped going nearly as hard. I was still getting fucked up here and there, but like not nearly as much as I used to. I was able to hold a job, which is something that like I couldn't do when I was partying a lot and getting fucked up. So it allowed me to save a bunch of money. So when I got off probation, I had the greatest time of my life. You know, it was.
And the thing is, like, dude, I'm sure even if I don't have like a bunch of money, I'll save up a little bit just so I can go hard at least for a night. You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah. And you don't have to have a
gotta
ton
go
of
hard.
money, because I think an underrated aspect of probation that people don't talk about is because your tolerance is reset, you don't have to spend any fucking money on getting high anymore. Like
the real question I have for you, I know you drink sometimes. I wasn't really like a super heavy drinker, but when I was, I only drank this cheap shit. But when I get off a drug like probation, I'm gonna be 21. I want to get a nice bottle, dude. What kind of bottle do you think I should get?
All right. Well, do you know what I do for all my alcohol?
What's up?
Listen, I'm a whiskey guy. All right. And
Me too. 100%.
I'm not always after the finest whiskey on the shelf. I'm after the best bang for your buck. Right. I want that $20, $30 bottle that's going to knock my socks off. You know, I don't want that $200 Instagram bottle. Fufuck that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm not trying to be like a fucking poser, dude.
You got a Costco membership?
I do, but I live in Texas. They don't sell liquor at the Costco's here.
What?
No, you can't. You can only buy liquor from a liquor store. No gas station, no grocery store, no Costco.
Oh, fuck Costco in Texas. Fuck Texas. What?
Fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's not like the other states. You know, the other states have like those fucking ABC, like state-owned stores. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, I've been to those before. North Carolina has those.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but you still like it has to be like a licensed like liquor.
Wow. All right. Well, do you have any neighboring states that you can go? Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, Costco, I walk in that bitch, I buy a $25 handle of Canadian whiskey and get hammered for weeks.
Fuck. Have you ever tried? There's this one liquor to try, dude. It was the. Sorry, so my shit cut out. Have you ever tried the peanut butter, the screwball? Is that any good?
Yes, I have. It's pretty good, but it's like one of those like occasion drinks. It's like, you know, the girls are coming over and like you want to drink whiskey still, but like you don't want to offend them with the taste. You get peanut butter screwball, you know?
I gotcha. Please excuse me for I got to blow in my car breathalyzer to start it up real quick. One second.
Oh, you're good. No, you're good.
I got it. Hold on. All right, I think we're good now.
You blew a good zero?
Yep. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm about to be on my way to work right now. Yeah.
Oh, fire. Wonderful. Well, yeah, I would say, bro, I mean, just for your own sake, it sounds, listen, you already got to blow in the car, bro. It sounds like you don't have many chances left to blow. So, like,
nah, dude.
I wouldn't take any psychs, dude.
Nah, what's it called? Yeah, I'm pretty much on thin ice right now. It was hard for me at first, dude. I mean, with the fentanyl, it's like right now, like it's not like one of those things where it's like I don't have an urge to like use it or anything. Like I've been pretty good. Like if I really wanted to crash out and like go smoke some fent right now, I probably could. But like once you have like that, like once you're not like fucking like tweaking out off of it anymore, you can actually like think like a normal person. It's good. But the thing is like I feel like I'm good to smoke and drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously I probably shouldn't go out and get real fucked up and do some stupid shit like drive the car. But no, I think I'll be good, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, like, when they talk about sobriety, they pitch being bone sober and you can't get high or drunk on anything. And I don't necessarily agree with that, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's different for every person because, like, some people, if that's what it takes, like, good for them. But, like, for me, it's, like, especially because, like, part of drug court, I have to go to Narcotics Anonymous twice a week. And the people there are chill and all, but they preach the same thing. And it's like, they'll consider someone like me. Like right now, I mean, I consider myself sober. I mean, I still take Vyvanse every day, bro, for like ADHD. I don't consider that getting high, but like some people wouldn't consider that being sober. I think that's kind of retarded.
Yeah, I mean, NA is also like a very narrow-minded environment. Like it works for a lot of people, but NA is like you follow their path or like get out.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it, dude, because I do
For
see
sure,
some
yeah.
people that like it works for them, but like it just feels kind of gay too, dude. That shit is lame as fuck, dude. That shit is so lame, bro.
I've been to a few NA meetings, and the ones that I went to, almost nobody there was actually sober. Like the group leader with the longest year coin was selling heroin to all the other group members. So that was how my NA group was. But
No, it's not that bad over here. Like the ones I go to, it's just like a bunch of fucking old ass people. Like, yeah, I've been clean since like 1983 or some shit. I'm like, why are you still coming here? I think you'll be good if you made it that far. I don't know if you should really keep coming here 5 times a week, dude. Fuck.
well, I mean, whatever you end up doing, I just hope you do it when you're off probation. Because, I mean, I'll tell you right now, legal trouble is the worst shit to be in. And you don't even realize how tedious and annoying it is to deal with until you're done with it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
No, 100%, bro.
Save that trip for when you're off your papers, and then you're good to go.
I'll trip hard. Hey, before you let me go, I got a question, bro.
Sure.
So you played Skyrim before, right? Like
I have played Skyrim, yeah.
When you play Skyrim, do you you done the Civil War quest? Do you do Stormcloaks or the Imperials, bro?
Usually I pick the Stormcloaks because I feel like the Imperials are probably the feds.
Dude, fuck yes. Okay, I knew it, bro. That's all I wanted to know, bro. Thank you.
Of course, no problem. Yes, pick Stormcloak every time for sure.
All right, every time, bro.
Absolutely. You have a good rest of your day, bro. Go Stormcloaks.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
See ya. I love that, dude. That's a great question, actually, dude. Of course I picked the Stormcloaks, bro. The Imperials are like, that's just a terrible faction to pick, dude. That's a boring fact. I've done Imperials just for the achievement, like just to, say I completed the quest line, but like, yeah, I mean, fuck that. Like on my average, like if I'm just booting up Skyrim today and I'm just like, I don't care about any achievement. I'm just getting high and playing Skyrim. Dude. Okay, Stormcloaks. Thieves Guild is probably my favorite guild. Better than the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim. Okay, Oblivion Dark Brotherhood was better than Skyrim. And I mean, Fighters Guild and College of Winterhold yeah, they exist. What more do you want to say about those? I don't have much further of a comment, All right, so next up on this list, we have some wonderful ones today. All of these have been wonderful today, but in particular, we have some relationship issues coming back in, which, oh man, I don't even know which one of these to play. Let's go ahead and listen into this guy who went on a vacation to Japan, met a girl there. They seem to have fallen in love, and now he wants to move to Japan. But there's a bit of an issue with that plan. Let's listen in.
Hey, Goblin. I was thinking about some advice that I might need from you, or at least for you to hear me out. So basically, I turned 20 in June, and I was thinking of moving to Japan in probably by the end of September or around the first week of October. The reason for this is because last year I went to Japan for the first time and I met a girl. And, we kicked it off pretty well, and we ended up going to New York together afterwards. And It's been since January since I've seen her last, but she lives in Japan.
It's a long time, bro. 7 months since you've seen Shorty.
And she really wants me to come live with her in Japan as well. But the thing is, I only have like $1,000 saved up, and I was thinking I could sell my car and sell whatever else I have here. But
I mean, if you're moving to fucking Japan, yeah, you probably got to sell your whip, buddy. Like that's you. Either way, there's no way you're shipping that car over there and dealing with the import fees and getting it ready. There's just no way. Your car's probably left-hand drive too. No, fuck off.
One thing is that she is trying to be a flight attendant in a different country, like near Japan. And
raw dogged by the pilot.
And if she gets hired, she's basically going to go and do that. And obviously I'm not going to go with her because, my goal is to go to Japan, but I can't really do that without her because it would be much easier since she's already a resident there. So I was just wondering your advice on that. It is a kind of crazy plan. I didn't just like think about it. I've been thinking about this since January of this year. But
The last time you saw her, dude, that shit must be fire. That shit must be fire.
you know, I got fired from my job back in May, and I haven't been saving up much. So that's basically it. And I just want your advice on that. I recently just got a job too. I start tomorrow, but you know, if I do actually go through with this plan, then I'm going to be quitting by the end of September. So I don't really know what to do. I want to go, but I also kind of want to stay. I don't fucking know. But
This guy sounds like he's really fallen for this girl. You know, this little Japanese lady he's linked up with. He's really infatuated with her. But I mean, she's going to be a flight attendant, dude. Flight attendants aren't home very often, from my understanding. I remember one time when I was in Miami, I was staying at this hotel, and I was up at the rooftop bar. It's called the Novotel, where I was staying. And I was up at the rooftop bar, and there was this flight attendant who I met there, and his whole like flight crew was out there. Turns out this hotel is one of the places where United Airlines will like put all their Miami people when they need them to crash for the night before their next flights. And he told me about a lot, dude. He filled me in about the flight attendant lifestyle. Listen, if my girl walked in the door and she looked at me and said, honey, I'm going to become a flight attendant, I would look at her and I would say, they're going to Eiffel Tower you. They're going to Eiffel Tower you in a different city, you know, and we got to end this here. Because you're never going to be home. Dude, it's like a truck driver on crack. Imagine if the truck went to a different continent and slept there. All right. What are you talking about? All right. Let's call this guy. Let's go ahead and ring him up. And maybe not, I don't know his girl. Maybe that's not her, but dude, just general rule of thumb, be wary. Okay? I would have that concern immediately in my head. I'm picturing my girl. Pilot and the co-pilot. Eiffel Tower. Fuck me.
Your call has been forwarded to...
He declined my call? Yeah, I don't feel as bad anymore, honestly. What is the deal? Dude, we've been on an insane streak. Can I speak on this real quick? We have been on an unbelievable roll of people picking up their calls, which I greatly appreciate. You guys come prepared. You guys remember to save my number so you recognize it when I call you back, and I love that. And then today, we have some delinquents. We have some degenerates who call in and don't really mean it. That's okay, though, because we have another caller wanting some relationship advice. Let's listen into this guy who says he's been dating this girl for over 4 years. She wants a ring, but she doesn't want to meet his family. Dude, that's a huge red flag in my eyes.
Hey, Glenn. I need advice regarding my relationship, specifically the fact that I've been with my girlfriend for over 4 years, and she wants me to propose to her, but she's never met my family and she refuses to. My family hates her for various reasons, and I can't even talk to my friends about it because, I found out that a lot of my friends talk behind my back and share with my whole school that they say that my girlfriend is abusive. And second, I honestly have a crush on one of my friends. And I think she's feeling me too. I might be looking into it too much though.
Yeah, this guy's gotta be like, this dude, he's gonna look back on this in 10 years and absolutely none of this will matter. This dude is in high school. This is like 15. This reminds me of my younger self, dude. I remember in freshman year of high school, I broke up with my first girlfriend. I thought it was over, dude. If I had a Glock, I would have pulled the trigger. I thought it was done, boys. It was unbelievable pain, unfathomable. I'd never felt that way before. It was horrible. This guy, I'm almost willing to guarantee, is around the same age I was when I felt that way, by the sounds of it, okay? Eventually, you realize, dude, we're in a pretty big pond out here, dude. You could find a fish with a fatter ass. You know, something along those lines. Let's call this guy. 4 years won't meet the family. All your friends talk and behind your back and say she's abusive. Dog,
Hello?
Yo, I just listened to your voicemail. You mind being recorded?
Yo, not at all. Not at all.
Yo, so I'm kind of intrigued by your little relationship situation right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
I got to ask a question though before we get any further into this, okay?
Of course.
How old are you?
We're both early 20s.
Really?
I'll say. Yes.
I would have guessed you guys are younger by the way you worded everything.
Or I'm trying to keep it vague to still be a little.
I mean, bro,
little anonymous.
Dude, I'm
but,
telling you right now, there's like thousands of people that
25.
are, 20 that call in. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're good. But what I'm more intrigued about, you're an adult. You've been dating this girl for years and she won't come meet your family?
She won't. There's some layers to it. So she's Catholic. My dad is very extreme Muslim, and he's also not a fan of her ethnicity on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom she's one of the she's like a suburban liberal, as I call her. She's not one of the super liberal, hang a flag outside, but she's also not a big hater. But at the same time, when I forced them to meet each other one day. Again, it was for my birthday, so I pulled the birthday card. We were dating for 2 years at that point.
Okay.
And my mom already had a negative impression of her because my girlfriend, she has a large following on social media.
Oh.
Doing health education content. And my mom isn't a fan of the technological stuff and some of the the trends and jokes that she made. And so she called her a whore, and yelled at her when they first met each other. And ever since then, my girlfriend has refused. And it's really tough because we're both in med school. I'd figure that, mom and dad would be proud. She's in med school too. I thought it'd be, something that they would be proud of, but still no, unfortunately.
And I mean, outside, I can kind of understand the difference between your parents and her. I mean, it's just different beliefs at the end of the day. I mean, I remember when I was younger, I dated a girl who was also Muslim, and her parents, she wasn't really Muslim. She didn't really do any of that shit, but her parents fucking hated my ass, dude. They hated me so bad, bro. I was a delinquent. So that never worked out. But I never had an issue with my friends and her, which it sounds like you do, correct?
Yes. So, oh my God, I've been through a very challenging couple weeks. I don't want to dump too much and take too much talking time.
Dude, talk as long as you want, dude. Fill us in.
I honestly didn't expect you to call, man, and it couldn't be perfect timing. My roommate's gone, so I ain't got to worry about the walls, the thin walls.
Oh yeah, we're good to go. Perfect time.
We're locked in, man. Hey, but okay. There's 3 arcs here simultaneously. So one, I've always had lady friends even since I was young, and it's always been platonic, and that's something that me and my girlfriend understand. That's never been an issue between us. The issue is that I've had this one friend that during our past year of school together, I didn't bat an eye. I didn't see anything wrong. And then a lot of personal things happened to them. So they had to, they got held back a year, which in grad school, you got to pay the tuition again, which is nearly $100K every year. And she also broke up with her long-term partner at the time. And then out of nowhere, I get a call from my other friend who says, oh, your friend is talking behind your back saying your girlfriend's being abusive to you. And I'm like, what? What the hell is she talking about? And I confronted her about it because she would come up to me with old relationship issues she was having. And I would say, look, me and my partner, we would deal with communication issues as well, but we've worked past them. I was trying to be a good friend. listen to her problems. And she went around to cut to the chase. She, like, I confronted her about it. She called me later that night. She was like, yo, I've been in love with you, you know, this whole year. Well, and I'm like, what? And I guess she was spreading lies that my girlfriend was being abusive to me as a means of justifying her romantic feelings towards me, which like I said, I've had plenty of platonic lady friend relationships. This has never happened before, so it's been very frustrating dealing with that. And then there's this other guy who I mentioned that my dad was Muslim. You know, I have a girlfriend. I'm not particularly, you know, I do appreciate my 420. What can I say? And that, you know, there's many parts of me that don't align with the way I was raised. And that's also projected into me being excluded from a lot of communities. And I never was raised to really know anything about my culture, other than the religion, which is a shame. And I've always been shunned by people within the community. And so not only does this situation strike a nerve with that, but it kind of feeds into the judgment and the shit talking from those community members, like here at my school against me. And it's just been like a lot, because I try to keep private. I try to say hi, be friendly with everyone. And it's a shame that people can't give me, I didn't tell anyone that person failed out of the first year again and had to retake the year. People asked me and I was like, I don't know, ask her. But then she, was going around spreading lies instead.
So when you had spoken to your friend who was, talking behind your back, saying that your girlfriend's abusive, and you speak to her and it turns out she tells you, I actually really like you, I have a crush on you. She basically confesses her love for you. What did you do with that info? Did you go tell your girlfriend, or what did you do?
I told her later that night, but my initial reaction, because she was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too, homie. Yeah, you're the homie. Yeah. She's like, no, not like that. And I was like, bruh, I was trying to dodge and weave, but it wasn't working. But no, I did tell my girlfriend later that day, because a friend of mine, a different friend, was telling me that he had suspicions that she felt romantically towards me. And I was brushing it off. I told my girlfriend, she brushed it off. And then that happened, and she was like, damn, I was standing up for her, and then she pulled that shit. So now my girlfriend usually isn't a very jealous type. Can I ask you something out of left field that's been on my mind? This has just been another thing weighing on me.
Sure, yeah, no, go for it.
Shawty's going on a girls trip to Miami.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What do you mean a girls trip to Miami?
She's doing a college reunion with her friends. They're all going to Miami. It's this weekend, and we got into a big argument about it last week, because months ago, months ago, we'd be like, our first time to go to Miami, we'll be together, right? It'll be a good time. And then she kind of blindsided me recently, I'm going to be doing a girls trip with my college friends as a reunion. I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of lame, but whatever. I'm not going to say you can't do it. She's a blue-haired pitchfork type, is all described.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. But where I was trying to draw the line was when she said she wanted to go out to the clubs and use a promoter to get in for free. I was like, okay.
No!
That's what I'm saying.
No!
And I told her I'll pay the fucking entry fee for you to see the damn artists you want to see. I will, if your whole thing is you want to go for free, then I'll pay it for you. I ain't got fucking money like that. I got my loans, and that's it. But
Miami's mad expensive too, dude. And that's how it is in all the Miami clubs. There is no, you basically stand in line indefinitely unless a girl you're with starts flirting with a promoter or someone inside or something. That's listen, inherently a Miami girls trip isn't always a bad thing, But like, if you're not locked in and comfortable enough for her to go do that, it could be a bad thing. I mean, my girl right now is from Miami, born and raised. Okay. So like, I'm familiar. I've been to Miami a lot of times, dude. I know my way around Brickell. I know my way around, you know? It's an interesting place. It is somewhere that like your girl might not even have bad intentions, but the promoter probably does. You know?
Yeah.
Like your girl might even be naive about it. Like, oh, this promoter's gonna get us in for me. Yeah, the promoter and all his homies are trying to fuck. You know, like you gotta be aware of that. And I think your girl, I don't know her, I don't know you, I don't know your situation. If she's never been to Miami, maybe she might be naive to that. She might not understand that. So you might have to sit her down and be like, listen, do you want the promoter to hit Raw? Because by using him to get in the club, that's what you're implying, you know? And I don't know. Also, why do they have to go to a nightclub of all things, you know? You should find a girl who likes going out for like a nice like crab boil or something.
I know.
I like those girls.
This has been, because she's expecting a proposal from me. We've been together like almost 5 years. She like.
So you think this is her last hoorah? Her last hurrah?
It sure as hell better not.
Damn right. Damn right. It better not be.
Look, we were both in Greek life together, and I can't describe, because we both went to, like, we were both in LA for many years. She used to go to WeHo. You know, hey, that's okay. I'd rather I take the bullet than her. You know what I mean? If the hand's gonna grope a cheek, at least I can swing back compared to her.
Mm-hmm.
But for Miami, like, that's what I was saying. If the goal is for you to go into the club, like, I can facilitate that for free without you being used as like an object or like whatever. And she's like, oh, you don't know what it's like. You don't get the vibes. Like, if I say it, then it's controlling. I'm like, girl, I literally just offered to pay for you to go to the fucking club in Miami, and you're calling me controlling. And I don't know if I want that from some, like, she wasn't even like really listening to me. But at the same time, she's like expecting a proposal from me. And I don't know.
I mean, I just think what's most important
everything, man,
is like, I think what's most important is you guys are on the same page, right? Like, it doesn't matter, no matter what your guys' opinion is on clubbing, whether you both think it's totally cool to do like separate from each other, whether you both, don't think you should do it separate from each other, or you disagree. What matters the most is you guys are in agreement, And like, if I was in your shoes and I've been with this girl for, like, if my girl hit me up, dude, and she was like, yo, I'm going to the club with my friends, this promoter's getting us in for free, I would, the alarm bells are going. I would talk to her about that. I'd be like, hey, that makes me uncomfortable. And if she didn't, like, if she wasn't at least receptive to that, I would probably be pretty concerned. But also, like, you're in a tough situation, bro, because you can't be that guy. At the end of the day, if you can't trust your girl to go to Miami and not do something she shouldn't do, then, like, is that really your girl?
Amen.
Like, that's the reality of it, dude. At the end of the day, it's like, you can't watch over your girl every day, and she can't watch over you every day. It's like, you gotta be trustworthy. Like, if she can't go to Miami and do her thing, fuck it, Like, I don't want to check Shorty. I don't want your location. I don't want to see your text messages. I don't want to have to do none of that. If I can't close my eyes and Shorty can leave the house and go to Miami and come back and she didn't get fucked, then, like, dude, that's clearly not my girl. That's just the reality of it. But, I mean, I don't know your guys' relationship. So my 2 cents, I wouldn't say, like, stop her from, or try to stop her from going, because you can't. You can't do that.
Yeah.
This is her trip. This is her life. You can't do that. But if you tell her what she is planning to do makes you uncomfortable and she's not willing to compromise on that at all, I would definitely do some reflecting if I were you. I would do some reflecting. And I get it. You've been together 4 years, but also you're young, man. You're young. You guys got together when you were still in high school, it sounds like, no?
Like, beginning of college, basically, yep.
honestly, those years don't even count, bro. You know, I feel like from my experience, you'll probably relate to this in a few years. When I look back at myself when I was early 20s, like 20, 21-ish, to where like now I'm 26, dude, I'm a completely different person. You know? When I look at like my girl, for example, her back then, completely different person. When I look at the kind of girls that I liked back then, completely different. A lot of shit changes, bro. So like at the end of the day, like, it's all about mutually understanding each other, but also, like, don't trip about it too hard, dude. If I was, like, 45 and I've been married to my girl for 20 years and she went to Miami and got gang, I'd probably shoot. But, like, if I was, like, 20-something and been just dating my girl for a couple of years and she went to Miami and got gang, I'd probably just partake in a gang myself. You know? It's no biggie.
Hey.
That's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about, bro. I mean, have you ever done something like, have you gone on a boys trip somewhere where she didn't like?
I mean, I've been to a couple strip clubs, like when I was like 18 or something. She knew about them, and I didn't like them. I'm like, my idea, like what I tell my boys what I want for my bachelor party. I just want a lot of weed, all you can eat, and some freaking like video games, bro. Like
That's a good bachelor party, yeah.
Hey, I don't want no damn strippers. Hey, bring a waste of money, bro.
I mean, listen, bro, no matter what, like you can't like if your girl wants to do you dirty or she wants to do something she's not supposed to do, she's going to do it no matter what. That's just life, okay?
Yeah.
So like
I trust her that she's not going to cheat, but the thing
then what are
that
you worried
makes
about, you know? I mean,
irritating
that's
is like that it like basically like I told her that it bothers me, and she wouldn't even, I feel, give me like the airtime or like the listening, because like just because she heard it that she heard something she didn't like, so she instantly became defensive, and like the blue hair pitchfork came out. Oh, you're controlling. Oh, you're this, and it's like, girl, you're expecting a damn ring from me, and you're not even willing to like listen to when I bring up when I'm concerned.
yeah, you can't propose to that. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Save that fucking ring. What are her friends like? Do you know her friends she's going with?
They're college friends. I don't think they're problematic, really. Like I don't think she hangs out with like the ratchet type, as far as I understand.
Have you been around her friends like enough to really be like know that and like be comfortable, or like do you just kind of?
I'd say like to like a moderate level. I don't know like their darkest secrets or anything, but like I've spent like some time with them, been out with them a few times.
I think that's like the biggest like tell is like, I mean, at the end of the day, people surround themselves with people who are like-minded, surround themselves with people they like to be around. I mean, if you go and you link up with your girl and she's like, oh, I want to introduce you to my friends, and you walk in there and it's like a Sexy Red music video, I don't know, bro. You might need to really think long and hard about that girl. But if you walk in there and it's like a bunch of girls who like just did their homework, you know, it's like, oh, I like that. You know, that's what you should be looking for.
How much, like, assuming that she has pure intentions and her friends have pure intentions, how much should I be bothered by the promoter being the outlier?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. In Miami, they get the girls in the club. Like, the promoter's job is to get the girls in the clubs, right? To then send them over to tables where the guys who have money are at to spend money. And whatever happens there happens, right? So it's not necessarily like, they're not just letting her in the club for free because she's a girl. She's an asset to them. Every attractive girl that is in the club is a selling point for the guys with money that want to go to the club. And it's really about like, yo, if your girl is sitting in a section drinking out of a bottle that was bought by a guy who's like a multimillionaire, do you trust her in that situation? If not, uh-oh.
So ball's in her court at the end of the day. She's not going to be like, I shouldn't expect her to get like the, you know, any weird shit from the promoter directly.
I mean, you can't ever rule it out for certain, but at the end of the day, like, I don't, it's just, I think
I'm
this is something you
sorry
got to
that I'm
ask
dragging
her,
you
bro.
through my
No, I
overthinking,
think this
Goblin.
is something you just got to ask her. Like, you got to talk to her. You got to, like, yo, who are your friends? How do they know? Like, who met the promoter? What do you mean you're going with the promoter? You know, you got to ask her those questions.
Amen.
You know, so I would, after we're done chatting here, I would say hit her up and be like, listen up, who's this promoter? Who knows him? And who are your friends you're going with? And if you can't get some clear answers on that, buddy, you might need to download Tinder.
True.
Yeah. It might be time. But hey, man, I got to say, you know, I appreciate you calling in and sharing. And I mean, listen, if it doesn't, at the end of the day, if she goes to Miami and does something you don't like, I mean, your parents already hate her, so one foot's out the door.
Yeah, it's been an uphill battle, and the worst part is just this summer when I went home, I told my dad, I had this conversation that he wants to raise the kids not Muslim, and I'm okay with that, and he said it was worse news than when both of his parents died, and so I couldn't believe it. He got depressed instead of mad. This is. Hey,
dude, listen, I don't know you, but this is getting worse the longer you tell me about it. So
yeah,
I think you should, you know, have some time to talk to her about this, and maybe ask her, like, what do you think? Like, what are your intentions with me? Really iron this out with Shorty. Go call her right now, man.
And I appreciate you, Goblin. I'm sorry for dragging you through my overthinking.
No, you're good. You're okay.
Too long, but literally, I was distracted with my studying earlier because I was thinking about all this shit, and so this was crazy. And I appreciate you and everything you do, man.
Well, I appreciate you for calling in today and sharing, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Later.
That was not at all what I expected out of that call, guys. Just based off the voicemail and the way he was wording things, I was like, this dude has to be young. But he's a college guy. He's going to med school, and he's got a girlfriend who's doing the same. And it sounds like a much more serious situation than I anticipated. And I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, you can't really objectively say whether or not his girl going to Miami with her friends is wrong, because it's all about just what's cool with them. That's the only thing that matters, you know? But if he has to call me to vent about this because she won't listen to and maybe adjust to accommodate his concerns, man, that's not good. You know? I don't know about you guys. If it got to the point where I got to call a podcast about it, I'm probably just dumping Shorty. Maybe I'm just a horrible person. I don't know. My apologies if I am. But ladies and gents, we've had an absolutely wonderful selection of callers today. We've had an absolutely beautiful episode, which is brought to you by our good friends at Five. Thank you for supporting my good friends at Five. And also, if you haven't somehow seen yet, which I don't know, you must live under a rock like Patrick Starr or something, Crackheads is out now, my new show with my friend Kyle, which is linked in the description below. You should scroll down, pop the description open, click that link and subscribe, because we post every Monday on the Crackheads channel. Just another day for you guys to tune in. Monday on Crackheads, Wednesday on the Gobcast. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Thank you all for tuning in, supporting the show. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to follow us on Instagram so you can keep up to date with when we're taking calls, and make sure you don't miss an opportunity to call in and chat. I'll see you all in the next one. Episode 74. Deuces.
You're now watching the Gobcast. Viewer discretion is advised. You can now watch the Gobcast in 4K uncensored exclusively on Spotify.